everyone, this is Jason with Executive Outdoor Living. Today we're going to be making a quick video going over the salt system on the pool. If you ever are on the phone with us or in the email, we're asking you to check the salt system on the pool. Over on your equipment pad, you're going to see this guy down here with the green lights. That's your salt system. If we come down here, we're going to see that it says Pentair IntelliChlor Salt Chlorine Generator. Now, one of the things that you want to see immediately is that solid green light on good, where it says salt level. That's how it should be all the time. Occasionally, you will see it flashing. Flashing means that it has high salt in the system, which typically is not a big deal, and that will go away on its own. If the salt is really high, you might have to dilute the pool with some fresh water, but typically that's not the case. If you ever see the low status, that's the opposite, so it means that there's low salt in the pool. You can try adding one bag at a time, letting the pool circulate and seeing if that goes away. Or you could bring a water sample into our store. We could test the water, see where the levels are at, and tell you exactly how much salt to add. Below that, we got the cold water status. This is something that happens a lot to people in the spring when they first open the pool, and they get confused about why their salt system isn't working. They think maybe their system's broken or they need to clean it. But the thing is, if the water is not above 59 degrees, this salt generator is not going to generate any chlorine. So a lot of times in the spring when people first open their pool, it's still cold outside, so this thing isn't generating chlorine right away. So once the water gets above 59 degrees, that will go away and it will start creating chlorine. Now, one of the other things is, even though, so this one right here right now is good, it's in the salt levels are at a good level, but here on the cell light is not lit up green. It doesn't mean anything bad's going on. It just means that currently, right now, this system is not generating any chlorine as we speak, which is normal. This thing does not generate chlorine 24/7, otherwise you would have way too much chlorine in your pool. So it's going to turn off and on throughout the day, depending on where you have your percentage set to. Once it's actually on and it is generating chlorine, you will see this cell light light up to green. If it's ever flashing, that could just mean that the salt cell itself on the inside could be caked up with calcium. It could just need to be cleaned. Every now and then you do need to replace these, but usually it's just because it's dirty, has some calcium buildup, and it needs to be cleaned. And now you can actually see that it did come on, that's green, so now it's generating chlorine at the 40% that we're set to. Flow is almost always going to be a solid green. If you ever do see it flashing, or I'm sorry, if you ever see this one red means that there's just not good flow going through the pipes. Usually what causes that is too much pressure in the system and you need to backwash your filter. So typically if you just backwash your system, and then turn it back on, everything will be good after that. If you do backwash it and it's still doing it, give us a call. We can always try to help you out. And then below that, you do have your settings. Some systems you can press here for less or more to get to 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% or lower. Some systems you can't press here. You do have to press either in the app on your phone or on the IntelliCenter box that's on your equipment pad, which we can always go over in another video. But that's it. That's everything on the IntelliChlor system. Pretty easy. Hope that helps you out, and thanks for listening.